Hi, this is Mandy from Sunflowers and Doors. Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna share a project with you today, and this one was inspired by paper Yuri, and I will put the description in the description box below. This is looking at creating a grungy snippet roll. So I'm really excited to have a bit of a play with this. It's been a while since I've kind of done much in terms of crafting, so yeah, I am quite excited to have a go. So I'm going to start off. I've got a manila folder here. I don't want these end bits here because, although saying those, they're not overly thick. So I might be able to use them. I'm just going to cut the top bit off first so it's even. And then we can either cut, I'll take a bit more of that off. Okay, I want to go for 4 inches wide at the moment. And the reason for that is I'm going to tear some of this down. So we'll go 4 inches wide at the moment. I've got 2 pieces here. And these are going to be the kind of main focus for the snippet rolls that I'm going to do. I want to start by tearing off a little bit from each bit because I don't want it to be a straight edge. I want it to have a kind of grunge feel to it, you know? But I don't want to take too much off either, which is what's happening here. So, okay, the other option is just create a decal edge. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be gluing these 2 pieces together. So literally just attaching a little bit of glue here to pop these together. Gosh, this glue doesn't want to play. Okay, that's a bit better. So I'm going to pop these 2 pieces on here, just like that. And I'm going to give them a little bit of time to glue it. And I'm going to, with my sanding disc, I'm just going to go over this a little bit so that the lip isn't so noticeable, so you can't feel it too much. Okay, so I'm going to start by using an ink from, I'm using Tim Holtz ink pads for this. I'm just going to grab my archival ink and I'm going to grab my ink. I have got a couple of new stamps which I'm really looking forward to playing with. So this is the first one, and this is Documented, is the name of the stamp. And this is CMS 226. So this is the first stamp. And I want to just do a little bit of stamping on here. It doesn't matter whether it's upside down, the right way around, whatever. I just want to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm not even going to use a stamper's block because I literally just want to get a little bit down on my paper to start off with. And then I've got another stamp set, which is the Tidbits, and this is CMS 488. So if I want to go down that route. But we'll just start off with some stamping, and then I'm going to look and add some vintage squares. I've got a bit of a thing here of some things that I could use, so I'm just going to grab a couple of those out. These are like offcuts, so I'm going to use those. And I've got some more paper here if I need that. So again, I don't want these to look too perfect, so I'm going to cut off or rip off any straight lines. I'm going to pop these into different sizes. Okay, so I'm just going to randomly put these, glue these onto my snippet roll. So I'm happy with that. The next step then is to move on to some washi tape. Now I have got tons of washi tape that I never use. I don't know why I don't use it, I just don't. So I'm going to grab out some vintage looking washi tape and we'll have a go with some of that, I think. Let's see how we get on. Okay. So I don't want it to be overly thick, so I'm gonna rip this in half. I should put a little bit of glue on this actually, just in case it decides to not want to play. So the next thing I'm going to do then is I am going to use some Tim Holtz tickets. So I'm going to choose some colours that are going to pull out like the colour that I'm after. So just pull out some of these. Some green. A couple more of those. Another one of those. And I think that's probably it, unless I've got any more green ones. Which I don't have. Okay. So I'm going to pop some of these tickets on, but I'm going to tear off the ends of these. And I am going to go over these with a little bit of ink, just where I'm tearing them, because I don't want these to look too, you know, the fresh bits on there. So then I'm going to add some snippets. And again, these are Tim Holtz snippets. Again, you can, if you want to, ink them. I don't want to, but I am still going to go for those slightly darker colours. Then we are going to look at some of these other pieces here. And this is where you can kind of bring a little bit of colour into it, or a bit more colour into it, if that's what you want to do. Then the next thing I am going to add is some vintage stamps. Now I happen to have a load of these hanging around. So again, it's something that I very rarely use. So let's have a look and see what we've got and where we want to plop them. The next thing I'm going to add is some faux washi tape. So this is so easy to make. I'll pop a link in the description box below of how I did this. And I use it for so many different projects. I absolutely love it. So now I think I'm going to ink around the edges of this because I do want it to look more grungy, and I'm going to use vintage photo. Okay, and the other thing I think I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to stitch around it because I think that will add a little something as well. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, and this isn't the way to do it, but it's quick and easy, is I'm just going to put some ink on there. I am going to pop a little bit of water, if I can find my water spray. And I'm going to add some vintage photo splatters. And I'm going to pick up a fair bit in the bits where there's some gaps. Okay, and there you have it, a grungy snippet roll. I would definitely advise you to go and have a look at Paper Yuri version, because that was absolutely fantastic. It blew me away. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, I was really chuffed with this one, how it came out. What I do think though is I think I might even get away with a little bit of distress ink. So we got some coffee type stains. Which makes it look even more grungy. It's not going to cover everything, it's not going to cover the cello particularly well, but just adds a little bit more grunge to it actually. I quite like that. So I'll just finish this and then I'll show you what it looks like. So just a little bit of ink, coffee dyed ink, and it looks even more grungy. So yeah, I'm really pleased how that turned out. As I said, definitely pop over and have a look at the original video. I'm hoping this is going to bend now so that I can put this in a roll so it looks like a proper snippet roll. And that is bending quite well. Still got some of the old bits and pieces on that, and I might just pop that on there for now just to keep that in place. But yeah, really pleased with how that turned out. So I would definitely recommend having a little play with that. The lighting's not great in here at the moment, so I'll take some pictures when the lighting is better. And I've got a bit of washi tape there, which the sewing machine got caught on. So I'll just have to glue that down. Yeah, that is it. So thank you for staying with me. I hope you enjoyed. And I will leave it there, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, as always, stay safe and be well. Speak soon. Bye for now.